Ang sahod mo ay nakadesign para lang two things. Number one, it's big enough para wag kang mag-quit sa trabaho. Number two, it is designed para maging empleyado ka lang forever. Hindi yan dinisenyo para yumaman or umasenso ka. That is why it's almost impossible para maka-experience ka ng financial freedom just from your salary. That is why entrepreneurship or launching your own business or creating assets for you na kumikita habang natutulog ka is really the only way for you to experience financial freedom. Now, pag sinabi nating asset, the common things that we hear, maybe bahay at lupa, maybe paupahan, maybe meron kang farm sa probinsya na kumikita sa'yo, or maybe meron kang beach resort. Now, unfortunately, many of these assets that we know, it will cost you a lot of money para magdala ng pera din para sa'yo. Isipin mo, kahit overtime ka, magkaroon ka ng bonus, magkaroon ka ng overtime, at the end, lagi pa rin bitin ang kinikita mo. Bakit? Kasi yung sahod mo is you're trading time for money. Unfortunately, meron ka lang at ako, meron lang tayong 24 hours. In other words, ang oras mo ay limitado lang, so para siyang biyahe ng jeep na paikot-ikot lang. Same lang yung ruta niya, babalik rin siya from the very beginning. Kaya my friend, kahit anong sipag mo, lagi lang talagang sasapat yung sahod mo. Ang problema, hindi dahil sa tamad ka. Ang problema, yung sistema that where you are in, yun ang naglilimit ng income mo. That is why, my friend, the only way for you to experience financial freedom is to have your own asset. Anong ibig sabihin? Ito yung mga bagay na kumikita habang natutulog ka or habang nasa bakasyon ka. Now, most common assets na familiar tayo, it could be yung gusto ng maraming Pilipino, meron kang paupahan, right? You have rental properties, maybe merong 6 na pinto, magbibigay sa'yo ng say apartment. Kunwari, for each door or apartment, bibigyan ka ng, I don't know, maybe say 6,000. So 6 times 6, you're making 36,000 pesos from that apartment. So that is the most common, again, asset na naririnig natin. Now, the problem is, marami namang asset talaga na pwede kang i-pursue. The problem is, kailangan mo rin ng malaking pera to get started with that properties. Kailangan mo rin ng malaking pera for you to have those kind of assets. That is why, in my opinion, the single best thing or asset that you can produce are digital products. Now, pag sinabi nating digital products, obviously the most common and what I always preach is an e-book or an online course because itong mga bagay na to, kumikita to kahit natutulog ka. But frankly, maraming klaseng digital asset that you can create and sell. And this can be template, an Excel spreadsheet template. It could be a website template. It can be recently na lumalabas sa feed ko, mga thumbnail, yung for mga YouTuber because recently I've been trying to be better in creating YouTube videos. So now, lumalabas sa feed ko ngayon, mga thumbnail templates. Ito yung mga parang small graphics for your YouTube video. So these are some of the many digital assets that you can own that will bring you money. So where you should start? Well, for me, obviously, I am biased because I've always been creating information product o yung mga how-to step-by-step guide. That is really my favorite because I have more control. I can charge more money for that. But the point, my friend, is this. You must own an asset that brings you money kahit na nakapapahinga ka or kahit na nasa bakasyon ka.